when nothing happens is actually a good thing. Let me tell you why. A lot of people freak out. Nothing is happening, Naya. Nothing is happening. My manifestation, where is it? Literally, I feel so stagnant. Nothing is going on. And my answer is, this is your moment. This is your moment. This is where things can actually change for the better if you just pay attention to the fact that everything is at your advantage. But besides that, even, those are the moments where the future is written. Do you want to know more? Just keep on watching. Hello everybody, my name is Naya, and on this channel I talk everything about manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. On Patreon I make extra weekly videos, so don't miss on the opportunity to be one of my Patreon members. We also have a chat dedicated when we motivate one another. It's really nice. And remember that if you guys, since today I'm going to talk a little bit about meditations as well in a way and stuff like that, if you're interested in a trustworthy platform app that provides with hypnosis, affirmations, prayers, meditations, and so much more, check my favorite app. Is down below my affiliate link to get a free trial and a 40% discount. The name of the app is Aura. It's freaking fantastic. Totally manifest this affiliate link for you guys. You should try it. But yeah, let's get started with today's video. So I was explaining this the other day to my usual best friend, because we've been seeing each other a lot lately, and she was getting into the trip of infinite realities and infinite possibilities. But I always explain to her how to manifest her specific person. You guys all know the story if you know my channel, otherwise you can track her success story. And I actually never explained to her quantum mechanics and the implication in the spiritual world of the neuroscience and quantum mechanics and infinite realities and quantum fields. She wasn't aware of that because I didn't explain it to her, and she didn't know. And I said, well, she was asking me, so that there are infinite versions of me, there are infinite versions of people in infinite realities, but what happened, like why reality seems so real and things like that. And I said, well, because it's like the Schrodinger cat. And if you don't know, today I'm going to explain it to you again. So here's the thing, you guys. Reality is a mirror, okay? You are always manifesting. Now, figure the mirror. So you wake up in the morning, you go in your bathroom, I guess, and you look at yourself in the mirror, you wash your face. Now imagine this for a second, that there is the wall with the mirror. What if you could be able to take the mirror out of the wall, and behind the mirror, instead of seeing the wall, you were able to see the universe, infinite possibilities of infinite realities. So that is what you should think about when nothing is happening. And I'm going to explain you why. Because you have to go behind the mirror in order to change the reflection. And the way we do it is by changing ourselves, because we are the one moving behind the mirror. So every possibility lies behind the mirror, behind the veil of Maya, and it resides within our consciousness. So not behind really the mirror, but kind of, because we are the mirror. We project our states of consciousness. So when nothing is happening, you might think you have this inner conversation with yourself, the critical mind that tells you, you see, nothing is happening. You don't deserve it. This is impossible, this and this. You have to shut down that voice and say to that voice, you are lying. You don't know any better, because you're only able to see the mirror. You're only able to see what already has collapsed into reality. You are lying. And that's how you defeat negative thoughts, is by understanding that that voice of the ego, that voice of the inner critical thinker, is sometimes it's useful to obviously have critical thinking. I'm not necessarily saying that you shouldn't have critical thinking, but it shouldn't be at the detriment of your own personal growth, at the detriment of your dreams. So every single time that you think this is impossible, I will never get it, I will never be loved, I will be alone, I will be miserable, this is a lie. This is just a lie, because that ego voice, that critical thinker, whatever that is, doesn't know any better, because it only creates assumptions according to what happened already in the past and what already has collapsed. But now we know that not only everything in our life is our mirror because of our states of consciousness, but behind the mirror, there are infinite possibilities and infinite life tracks that stack upon each other and infinite versions of past, present, and future, okay? So let's get to the back to the point when nothing is happening. Why that is a good thing. Because when there is movement, so whether it is something that happened in the past or something that is unfolding, when there is movement, that reality that you have selected through your states of consciousness has already collapsed. We have talked about it before, but this is my take. I think that we select the end. We don't really have, it's an illusion that we control every step of the way. Now, I think potentially we could control every step if we are at very high levels of energy and focus, because remember that focus is what manifests. But to make it easier and effortless, I am very much with Florence Scovel-Shane, with Neville Goddard, Vadim Zealand, all these kind of people that say go directly to the end and go to what you truly desire. So we have talked about it in my other videos if you guys are interested. That's because the way you have to think it in this way, this unknown, this infinite, think about the universe, because that's the best way to picture it, even though the quantum field is probably not even in the universe in and of itself. Well, probably it is. We don't know. But think about it, the universe and that blackness of the universe. And think about all these quantum waves that you're not able to see, or these infinite worlds that exist all at the same time, okay? So is in the space of variation, is in the space of the unknown that you are able to select that life track. Once the life track, so let's say I am happily married, then it's a life track where you are happily married that already exists in the now. The life track has a script, and that script is you, like a movie, you meeting the love of your life in a very subjective, personal, beautiful way, your own personal movie, you having the family, you finding that all is written in that particular life track. And at the same time, another life track where you remain alone forever, where nothing happens, or actually other stuff happens, because everything is always moving, which is one of the 7 hermetic principles. So which are the laws, the spiritual laws that govern this universe, the metaphysical laws. So that is already another script. So everything moves. So in reality, you can never stay stagnant. Either in life, you can move backwards or you can move forward, but you're always, even subconsciously, collapsing possible life tracks that are available for you through your states of consciousness. But what could happen, and this is very powerful, is that you could have moments in life of transition, moments in life of an unknown, a sense of consciousness where you don't know what it's going to happen, moments where you, again, I think it's the best term, you're transitioning, you are in between this life track. You're moving because you're always moving somewhere, either upwards, backwards, you're moving towards one of the other life tracks that you are collapsing through your states of consciousness, but in the process, you are in this in-between stage. Now, this in-between stage looks like in the 3D world, nothing happens. Nothing is moving. Day-to-day life looks boring, stagnant. It seems that, again, nothing is improving, nothing is moving either backwards or forward. This is the best moment you can be in. And people usually take these moments to complain, to revert back, to delay their manifestation. I want you guys to understand, when nothing is happening, this is your moment to choose the life track. You decide. That's the moment where anything could happen, because nothing already has collapsed. This moment are that powerful, because it's like the Schrodinger cat, which is a thought experiment done in the field of quantum mechanics, which obviously doesn't talk about spirituality and manifestation, but this mental experiment gives precisely this idea of the in-between moments, because if you guys are not familiar with the cat of Schrodinger, I just explained you very briefly. So think about a box where inside there is a machine that can activate poison. We are going to put a little cat, inside the box, and we're going to close the box. Is the cat dead or alive? We don't know. We don't know whether the cat is dead or alive. We can assume Maybe he's dead, maybe he's alive, because we don't know when the poison will be activated through the machine that we put inside the box. So until we observe and we open the box, we don't know whether the cat is dead or alive. In that moment of unknowingness, of the unknown, the cat is either suspended, is a suspended state. That's what I wanted to say. It's suspended in a state of possibility, and it's at the same time dead or alive. Now, let's say, for example, that we would open the box and we would find that the cat is alive, and we would have told about the experiment to a friend that lives on the other side of the planet with a different time zone. We have found out that the cat is alive. For our friend that we didn't call yet to tell her the good news, the cat is suspended. The cat for her in her reality is still both dead and alive, is in a suspended state. This state exists according at least to quantum mechanics, which is just the study of the micro world of the quantum. So science didn't prove that this is a manifestation. I just want to be very, very clear about this, but I assume that manifestation is based on this, and this is my assumption and the assumptions of many people in the metaphysical community. But if we take this experiment to be true, then we have to assume that this suspended state exists. And going back to our topic, when nothing happens, it's at our advantage, because we are in a suspended state where the possibilities are existing all at the same time. By the time that the bridge of events unfold in a way, in a positive, what you will perceive in a positive or wanted way or unwanted way, that reality has already collapsed. Now, yes, we can go to the topic of revision, but that's not what I'm talking about in today's video. And even though an unwanted circumstance might happen, that doesn't mean that you are not going to get the manifestation. It might be part of the script. So yes, I know this, but let's stick to this very specific topic for the purpose of this video. When nothing is happening, you should rejoice. You should rejoice into the unknown. You should be happy that I don't know, because now you can decide. So nothing happens. Wow, all the possibilities are available for me. I can collapse every quantum wave that I want. How? By my thoughts, by the repetition of thoughts that will create states of consciousness that will make believe my subconscious mind that I already have what I want, even though I didn't collapse yet that existing reality. So and by the way, since everything is always moving and vibrating, you're not going to be in a suspended state forever. That's an illusion. You're always moving. You're always moving. Everything is always moving. So remember that when this suspended state happens, these are your greatest blessings, because everything is always moving. So the fact that you have the possibility of a slight delay between your thoughts and manifestation, and you have the possibility of this suspended state where you can decide what happens, that is what makes you powerful. It's not at your disadvantage. Now, think also about this. Oh, Nea, I already tried so hard manifestation. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't get it. I feel it's not consistent, or I didn't get anything at all. I feel I'm not good at this, or whatever. Guys, you are an athlete. So think about you enrolling for the Olympics. Don't you think that you have to practice, either also in your head and physically, whatever sports you want to win, whatever game you want to win, you need to practice. And practice makes perfect. Even the best of us that are able to manifest pretty fast or in a good way, they still have to maintain that level of practice, because the more you practice, the easier manifestation becomes, conscious manifestation becomes. And what is this practice? Is the practice of active focus, of focusing your mind and retaining the focus of your thoughts, having these inner conversations when you tell yourself, that's a lie, I know I can have it, if I say it's possible, then it is. So don't beat yourself down. We are all in this together. We are all practicing to become better center and to discover the infinite potential of our mind. You are so powerful, and the fact that it didn't happen before, it just means that you're still practicing and you're still getting better and better at it. And when nothing happens, remind yourself of this video, watch it a couple of times if you need to, or in the moments where you feel doubtful. When nothing happens, you are just in a suspended state between reality. And it is in this suspended state that you have the greatest power, because you will decide through your conscious attention, through your focus, through the repetition of thoughts, what happened. Or I don't know what is going to happen. No, you know, because you decide, and that suspended state is your greatest blessing. So what are you going to decide today? What are you going to repeat today? I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comment section down below. I definitely adore making these videos for you guys, and I will continue as long as I feel motivated to do it, hopefully for a long time, because sometimes I also have my down moments. Let me know in the comment section down below. On Patreon, you will always receive weekly videos, or one video a week in regards to these topics, and more in-depth conversations about manifestation, and so much more, like esotericism, tarot, and all the other stuff that I talk about. Let me know. Check my affiliate link for Aura down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon.